In this video, I'll talk about what is personal productivity and what it means to be a productive person, how many number of hours in a week you should work, and how you can effectively manage your time using one of the advanced technique. I will talk about this technique. So before that, we should talk about the importance of time and why we are doing all this. Bruce Lee once said, if you love life, don't waste time. For time is what life is made up of. What does it mean? It means that every second of your time, every moment of your time is your life basically. Every second you spend on something is your life being spent on that thing. That is why we all want to manage our time and we don't want to waste our time. This is all I think time management is all about. And Bruce Lee have beautifully summed it up in one quotation. So how many number of hours you should work in a week? If you have 24 hours in a day for 7 days, then you have 168 hours in a week. And if you sleep for 9 hours or relax for 9 hours, then you can have 63 hours in a week for your rest. So this will leave you 105 hours for you to work in a week. That means 15 hours of work in a day. And uh, if you look at highly successful people, they work really very hard. So one of the suggested range for hard work is maybe 80 to 120 hours in a week, where maybe 80 to 100 is something which most people can do if they have a real desire to excel in life. With mediocre work ethic, you cannot really compete with the high achieving people you look up to, as they are really working very, very hard in their life. Now I'll talk about this Excel sheet which I have developed using the concept of time boxing. In this Excel sheet, I can have certain list of activities in a day, and then I can have some productivity levels, maybe from 0 to 100, and then I can have several color bands, and I can assign these color bands different level of productivities. And also, I can maybe insert some daily motivational code to keep myself motivated, and I can also have some data related to my progress. For example, how many hours I have planned, how many hours I have achieved. So these are 50 time intervals, and every time interval has duration of 20 minutes. So in every time interval, I will try to perform different tasks, and I will try to perform this task as efficiently as possible. And in this column, I can have the number of hours which I have planned for a particular task. In the next column, it will tell me how many number of intervals I have completed and how many number of intervals yet need to be completed. Having the activity, this activity one, I have assigned it some productivity level, and in time interval one, which was 20 minutes, I've done reading, and my productivity level was between 50 to 60. So now I'll add a second activity which I have performed. So I can also have some productivity level maybe from 61 to 70. Then similarly for the activity of writing, I can assign some productivity level. Then I can have the activity of sports maybe, and I can assign relevant productivity level to it. So these are 4 20-minute intervals in which I have achieved 4 tasks, and there is productivity level with each task. For example, if I did good in first 20 minutes, or did I did bad, or for the next 20 minutes, how was my performance? So I can have this type of the data. Then this is pretty much up till this point. Next, I'll talk how these Excel sheets can be developed. Basically, in this Excel sheet, I've used a lot of formatting, and I've used some of the functions, and then I've used a lot of conditional formatting. So in order to insert conditional formatting, I have selected the cells, then I've clicked conditional formatting. From here, I can have several options, and I can define any rule I want. So if I select a rule, maybe if certain cell value is between a particular productivity level, then uh, it should get some formatting. So if the productivity level is between some range, and then it will pick that color. So currently I'm canceling it because I've already defined a lot of rules. I will pick one of my rule, so I will manage it. So after I have clicked to edit it, then I can basically modify and add the rules. So once I have added all the rules, after that I can also have some bars to help me in my progress. Maybe I can have some tick mark and maybe some flag symbol in order to tell me how many tasks I have achieved or if I am behind my progress. So it will highlight accordingly. So it is all basically by the definition formatting. Similarly, I can sum up um, the information particular to one activity uh, level, and then I can plot that information on Excel, and then I can have a view of all my progress during the day, and I can also insert some comment about my progress. This is how I sometimes used to manage my time. So thank you so much and stay blessed.